more practical stuff than what I was like saying before. Sometimes I get caught up in my own weird world. Yo, what's up, Biggs? I just realized who you remind me of, man. You remind me of like Tupac or something. Just like your energy, bro. I'm doing good. This morning, I went and played racquetball with my friends. I told you guys it might be a minute. I might be off schedule for a little bit, you know what I mean? Because of the basketball game and the fights yesterday. And then today I had racquetball, but I'm gonna get back on my schedule now, so. It was just a little break, just because of some things going on. But I just realized who you remind me of. Just like doing that rap with you and like listening to like how you like organized your words and stuff like that. You remind me of Tupac, dude. That's who you remind me of. Tupac Shakur. He never really died. He just became it, bro. He just became it. But yeah. My schedule was a little bit off from yesterday. Like I said, the basketball game that I went to with my brother and my dad, and then and my nephews, and then the fights yesterday of like Alakayev and Pereira or whatever on the like the UFC show fights last night. Dude, that was a pretty weak fight though. Like they just danced around each other the whole time, and like each was like just fighting smart, you know what I mean? Like kudos to them, like not much entertainment value, but like obviously you don't want to get hurt like when you're fighting, so it's smart. But yeah, the fight last night, the show fight or whatever, was pretty, just watching two guys like dance, you know what I mean? They danced around each other for basically like 30 minutes or whatever is all it was. But so yeah, watched a couple male dancers, you know, play patty cakes like little kids for whatever. Alakayev or whatever got a few good hits in there. Like he rocked him a couple times, but Pereira or whatever just used the wall. I've never seen anyone use the wall like almost so effectively. Like he used the wall just to stay up. Like, and every time he just got caught, he literally just went up against the wall every time, and was able to just use like push up against it to just always like never be taken down. Like Iron Fist today. We'll see, man. I feel like I've been kind of off these last couple days, you know what I mean? Like, it's just the rhythm, you know what I mean? It's like me getting out of my schedule a little bit. It kind of felt good though. Like, it kind of felt like I was normal again for a minute. Like I was my old self, you know? Like, it wasn't about winning or losing or anything like that, or like money or fame or whatever, you know? It was just about trying to have the best attitude and like enjoy things, you know, so that it's like you can enjoy things, you know what I mean? Rather than try to just like compete with everybody about what you're trying to get or whatever, you know? So for a minute there, like this morning, I kind of had that getting out of my schedule, and like, so I was hanging out with some of my old friends, you know, some of my old friends that I grew up with, so longtime friends. But I got hit in the back with the ball pretty hard, so it like took me down. I got hit so bad that it like took me down, took my air away. Everything was just like bam. Felt like I got shot. It's like it felt like I was like what it reminded me of is like, one sec. It reminded me of like if I was like up on like a firing line and there was like a firing squad that just shot me in the back, is what it felt like, and probably what it looked like too, because I just got taken down, dude. I just served the ball and I got in my ready position or whatever, you know, to like, you like hit the ball and then you like get ready and you're like in the middle of the court or whatever. And one of my friends, his name's Alex, who just like hit it back. It hit me square in the back, dude. But I was just like, damn, this is like what it's got to be like to just get shot in the back, just like on like a firing line or something like that. I was like, dang, this is exactly what it's got to feel like. All my air, all my breath just went away, and it was just like pain, just sharp, like super sharp pain. But yeah, Biggs, like I said, you remind me of like Tupac Shakur, dude. Take that as a compliment, but that's who you remind me of. I just realized. Maybe in another life, man. Maybe in another life. But we'll see if I can dominate with Iron Fist. I've been talking with one of my cousins who I used to game with a lot growing up. It's been kind of hard, you know what I mean, to like reach out to some people in my family and some of my friends, like just because of my life lately. You know, it's been kind of chaotic and hectic or whatever. It's like lots of new kids in my, you know, immediate family, and like nieces and nephews and brothers and sisters having to like, everybody's having to like pitch in to like help the whole family kind of thing, you know? And it's kind of taken away, like, you know, taken a big chunk of my life these last like 10 years. But I got my degree, you know? It's like whatever that counts for, like in my own personal progress or whatever, you know what I mean? But, and I love it. I love everybody. It's like all the little kids, it's like, you know, you can't imagine life without them now. But yeah, I reached out to one of my really, like, he's kind of like a distant cousin, but it's like we used to just game with each other all the time growing up. And I might start playing like Monster Hunter with him or something, because I know it's got pretty good reviews, and like I know he liked that game, so I might start streaming with him. It'll be cool. You guys can see like some other side of my family, and you know, something like that. Like he's from my dad's side, but he's like a pretty distant cousin. So he's an interesting guy. He can like play the guitar like super well, and just like interesting stuff. He like plays the violin and whatever. But he's a pretty big gamer. Has a couple kids. So I might start streaming with him. We'll see. His name's Christopher. We'll see if I can get back into like my old self a little bit, you know, here, kind of see what falls into line. You know, it's taken me a long time. Like it took like college was like totally just different, you know what I mean? Just like completely just this expression of, you know, being alive to then trying to like stay alive and like have a life, you know, to then like all of a sudden it's like I'm trying to have to fit back into like my home life and how to have growth, but you know, have something stay the same during this experience or whatever. It's very interesting to try and navigate those waters, you know. Some things change, some things don't. So yeah, I have a huge welt on my back from getting hit. Maybe I'll show you guys when I go back home or something, but I don't want to pull up my shirt here. Right square in the middle of my back. Just seriously, just like someone just like pulled up a sight and just like just shot me there. I got put down. Maybe it needed to happen. Maybe ultimately that's, you know, like, I don't know, being accepted somehow or heard. Yeah, we're just here at the coffee shop, guys. We're just chilling, kind of vlogging a little bit, like reminiscing, you know, trying to make new connections, trying to like figure things out. But you know, I think life should be understood through experience. You know, it's not like this thing where you have to try and categorize things. It's like just be able to embrace stuff, right? Like, and be able to express what's like you're feeling, you know. I feel like that's the importance of like these entries and stuff like that. It's not even necessarily the fact that I'm gonna ever go like back and look at these, but it's like the time spent during it where I'm like actually, you know, like trying to experience something here. I'm trying to like talk myself through something. I'm trying to like decompress, you know, like life is about reaching these different levels and being able to like maintain, you know, personas depending on where you are. And it's like, you know, maybe this is sort of like a little decompression chamber. I don't know how many of you are like familiar with scuba diving or whatever else, right? But when you scuba dive, you have what's called like a decompression zone. So like depending on how far down you go for how long, what happens is nitrogen bubbles. Nitrogen like seeps up into your bloodstream and into your body, right? And so if you're down for long enough, you have to go to this like location like a little bit higher up, and you have to wait there for like 10 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on how long you were down there for. And maybe life kind of has those moments where it's like you're trying to like express something deep, which is like focus, and then you can like reach back up into the clouds and into the height of the sun and choose another direction again, but it's about maintaining this aspect there as well, of like direction kind of, and we're all just points in this like this experience, all of us come back to the same point, all of us extend to our own points kind of thing. But cool, we've hit some little highs here, you know what I mean, with people showing up or whatever, so pretty good. I had like 15 people in here for a second. Hair's kind of wild, but I don't know. I stayed up later than I usually do last night to watch those fights. Yo, what's up, D'Artagnan? What's my favorite food? Pasta, man. I love pasta. Whenever I go out, if I like, but I'm on keto, so I don't eat any like grain stuff right now. Same. Home baked food though, like I'll tell you what my favorite home cooked food is. Like if I'm just like eating in general and going out, like I love pasta. But like home cooked meals, definitely just like mashed potatoes and gravy with like some heavy whipping cream and salt and pepper. Like a really good roast or something like that. I feel like that's a really good home cooked meal, but if I'm just like saying what my favorite food in general is, it's probably pasta. But I can't eat any pasta right now. Like I'm on this diet, like it's called keto, and it's just like it's almost like paleo, but paleo you eat a lot less fats. Keto is just like kind of like paleo, but you consume fats for your energy rather than carbs. Paleo is probably the hardest diet I've ever been on. It was like, where are you getting your energy? It was all just like omega-3s, basically, from like nuts and fish and stuff like that. It's like where I was getting all my energy from. Like normally you get your energy from like carbohydrates and sugars and stuff like that, right? But on a keto diet, you get your energy from like fats and stuff. But yeah, paleo is probably the hardest thing I've ever been on. It's just like all Yo, what's up, Demon? You just chilling in Japan, dude? What city are you in Japan, man? I've been to Okinawa and Tokyo, and it's just such a different place. It's just such a different place. It's like somehow it's hip. You're in Tokyo? Nice. I've been to Tokyo Skytree. It's just such a different place, you know what I mean? It's like all the words are like all Oriental, and it's just like, it's so crazy, you know? Yeah, I thought it was beautiful. Like I was riding on a bullet train one time and just looking out over like the landscape, I thought it was beautiful. But yeah, seeing like the kanji everywhere or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, this is like so different, man. This is like the idea of foreign. It's like so different. There's like katakana and hinagana. My brother lived in Japan for 2 years, so he kind of taught me some stuff. He's like, there's like katakana and like hinagana, but it's like kanji, and they have like romanji and stuff, and then some Chinese characters too, I guess. But it's like more like simplified Chinese or something. But he told me that the Japanese and Chinese have been fighting each other for like a long time, so they kind of like don't get along. It's morning. Yeah, it's morning for me. It's like, well, it's afternoon. It's like 12 o'clock. Yeah, it's sort of morning. Yeah. I mean, I got up this morning because I stayed up late last night. I got up at like 10, and then I went and played racquetball, and I just decided to come here after racquetball, so. But it's like, it's right in the afternoon. It's like still morning. It's 12 o'clock. Time it is for you, dude. Oh, well, you usually say you're at work, right? So I don't know. It's got to be like,
I want to take some babies to the park.
dude. Is it like midnight for you, or is it like 1 o'clock in the morning or something? What time is it? It's like got to be like 1 o'clock in the morning or something, right?
My daughter babies. Yes, yes, they can. And I have my kids on sleep.
It's like on the opposite side of the world. It's got to be like 12 a.m. Oh, it's 8 at night. Okay.
That's mine.
I thought 8 o'clock, and I was like, nah, that's too early. Are you off work then?
Like the rookie had one
Are you done with work? Yo, what's up, Gigi? You're almost done with work? This is what my hair looks like if I just wake up out of bed. I apologize. I had a meeting with my friends this morning at like 10 o'clock, Gigi, and we like stayed up late last night watching UFC, so I appreciate you guys though. I'm better than yours. You don't have to wear like a chef's hat. You don't have to wear like a chef's hat in the kitchen or whatever. You wanna know what, dude? When I was a kid, I used to watch Iron Chef America. Let me tell you something. You like my hair right now? Thanks. I bet yours looks fine. And Gigi, you'll think this is interesting too. So like, I have these memories when I was a kid, like cable TV used to be kind of wild. They used to show a lot of wild stuff on cable TV, but one night when I was like a real little kid, I was like browsing all the channels, and I came across a channel that was a Japanese channel. And I used to watch it when I was a real little kid, and they had like this Japanese cooking show. It was called Iron Chef. And it made me want to be a chef when I was a kid. I like used to watch that show, and I was like, dude, this is gonna be like, that would be so amazing and cool to be a chef. But I used to watch this Japanese show at like almost every night. I like found it. And it was called Iron Chef, man. Have you ever heard of Iron Chef in Japan? And this guy, he would come on and he'd like bite an onion. He'd be like, if memory serves me correctly. And I used to watch chefs like fight. It was like chef battles who would like battle like creating different foods. If you've never seen it, I think you should try and check it out sometime. By the way, what?
They want sugar-free zero.
No, she didn't. I could ask really quick.
The sugar-free rice.
Let me ask.
What did you say on Buzz Lightyear?
How can I stay so calm?
That's good. He said, by golly, it's Buzz Lightyear.
I think it's just being open, you know what I mean? Like, I think I've worked on that my whole life, is like trying to be like, you know, confident. It's like, at first it manifested itself in school, you know what I mean? And like, I think now it's sort of manifested itself with emotions. It's like, I always try to be open. Like, maybe if I had to say like what it is like, I try to say the truth, you know? Yeah, Gigi's always calm too, but I think it's just like, yeah, like mostly just try to like say what you're thinking, you know what I mean? I think just say what you're thinking, and like understand that if people are your actual friends, you know, they're gonna understand you. I think just be able to say what you're thinking, and then you don't have to be afraid. There's an anime that helps. What anime helps? But yeah, that's my advice. Is just like say what you're thinking, and it's like if people are really your friends, then they'll accept you. you know? And it's like they realize that it's like you're a person and you have like a lot of things you're trying to do and trying to accomplish, and it's just like that's the accepted norm of like who you are. Classroom of the Elite, I've never heard of it. I watch like Toradora, which is like a high school show, and I watch like Angel Beats, which is another high school show. Season 2, episode 11 hits hard. Yeah, I would recommend some like there's like some school shows like Japanese anime that I love watching. It was like this one called like Angel Beats. It's like where these kids keep getting like respawned in school, like they can't graduate like high school, and they're just like living in high school, and they form like this like club, which is like all the people who remember that like they're just repeating high school in eternity. But then one day they end up all graduating and they all disappear, and it's really sad. That one hit me hard. Read manga and watch anime. Yo, what's up, Infinity Fix? What's up? What's up, Demon? But yeah, Gigi, you're safe here. I mean, don't worry about it. We're like countries away from you, you know? So you can be what you are. If there was any place to be that you could be anything, it's the internet, you know? But Infinity, we're just hanging out. This is like our little club, you know, like no one's above anybody. We just try to be ourselves basically and have an experience, you know. We're just here to experience. You're gonna change your profile picture? All right. Sure. I'll tell you what I think. But yeah, I recommend the anime Angel Beats if you're like in a weird place in life and it's like you just feel like you're on repeat forever, but then it's like it's sad when that finally goes away, you know? That idea of like maybe life has some like genuine clubs or, you know, people that are sort of outsiders, but they can get together and like have an experience with each other. And then like memories. Redo of the Healer? No, I've never seen that. I feel like I recognize that character. I think it looks good. I think it was fine before. Like I had no problem with what it was before, but I think that looks just as good. It's whatever you feel, you know what I mean? I had a time where I used to like play with swords all the time. Mine is like I like shaved my head and like had a beard and like, dude, I'll tell you guys a funny story or kind of interesting. Like, so I used to go out into the woods with like swords and I would like practice like swordsmanship, like how to swing it and how to like throw it around, and I would like dance with it. You have real katanas at your house? Nice, yeah. Dude, I had to get rid of my swords though, because it was kind of like, I was kind of going crazy, just like, I don't know. It was like people just, it was just like, I just played with them too much. You know? And like it was like getting dangerous for me, I feel like, kind of. I was like getting dangerous with them. But there was this deer, there was like a buck that used to be in these woods by my house. And I would take my sword and I would go down there and I'd find it and I would just stare it down. And I was like thinking, I was like, one of these days it's gonna charge me and I'm gonna have to like fight it with a sword. But he would just stand up there and he would just stare at me and I would just stare back at him, and like the wind would blow, and I like wore like a robe too. I was like, dude, I was like totally out there. You made a wooden katana, nice. I have a wooden sword too, that's the only sword I have now. I got rid of all my swords because I was just like, this is too much of like, it was like, yo, what's up, Swift Gives? But yeah, I got rid of all my swords except for my wooden one because, what are you doing? We're talking about swords. An entry for an anime? Yeah, dude. That's what I would do. Look at my profile picture, dude. I would just go up into the mountains with swords and like, I would just go on like extreme hikes and like, yeah, Swift, I had to like get rid of all my swords because it was like, I was like just cutting everything with them. I would like go and do I watch anime? Yeah. Toradora, Dorohedoro, Naruto, Kung Fu. Yeah, I was practicing Wing Chun is what I got. I like got all this that's why you have the katanas. Nice. I was doing Tai Chi, like swordmanship, Tai Chi swordmanship for a while. I got like a book and I was like practicing like I used to practice like the different forms and stuff like that. Like I said, it got to the point where it was like, dude, I was carrying a sword around everywhere. I would just carry it around and like obviously it's just like not acceptable in society. I was just getting too weird. So I had to get rid of all of them. But yeah, guys, I had to get rid of all my swords because I was literally just like carrying them around daily, just like going around town and stuff. And I just was getting too weird. Yeah, I lost count of mine too, yeah. If people like say the anime, it's like, oh yeah, I remember watching that one, you know? It's like, oh yeah, I watched that once. 80 plus, nice. Yeah, you know what? I haven't been watching so much TV these last little bits because I've been like trying to play competitive video games. I got gold, by the way, guys. Everybody in here, I got gold in Marvel Rivals finally. I got up with Venom, so I finally got like a decent rank. It's not like the best, but I'm ranked gold. It's like 2 ranks above the lowest. 500. Yeah, Awakened Demon might have us all beat. Y'all know what I like reading? I like reading My Hero Academia though. I like got a few mangas of that, like from Barnes and Nobles, and I was like, I like this. I like this. Yeah, weeb. It's always funny. There's always somebody who's more of a weeb than you, right? You finished My Hero Academia? You have every manga? 9 anime? I don't think so. I haven't seen the whole thing of it. I've just read a few mangas. I went to the store at Barnes and Nobles one time and I was just like, I'm gonna try this one out, and so I just read like a couple episodes. It was like episode 13 or something. You guys might have me beat. Like, I get called a weeb in my life, but trust me, as soon as you get on the internet, there's probably somebody who's more of a weeb than you. You know what I mean? Like, it's like thinking you're good at a video game, and then you go to like an international place, and you're like, okay, never mind. Oh, it has free anime like Death Note. I've seen Death Note. It's a website, huh? Including not famous ones, nice. I love anime though. For a while, I was like vegan. Like one time I had to go to the hospital or whatever. I had to go to the hospital. I was just, you know, like in a really bad situation. And I was like sick of the food that they were like feeding me in the hospital. So I told all the doctors that I was vegan, or I was like going vegan. Because I was like sick of eating all the food that they had at the hospital. And so once I said I was vegan, they like started just giving me like fruit all the time and stuff like that. And when I got back home, I stayed vegan for like 3 months or something. And I used to just watch anime. What's my favorite anime? Oh, Awakened Demon, she's asking you what your favorite anime is. And I used to just watch anime and like eat green beans like all day long. Black Clover? Nice. I've seen like 1 episode of Black Clover. But yeah, like this real vivid memory in my life of anime is like I used to just lay like in this bed and like I was vegan, so I had no energy. I have an interesting backstory, thanks. But yeah, and I just used to watch, like I remember the animes I used to watch. I watched High Scorer Girl and like all these other animes, like, and I would just eat green beans like as my snack. Green beans with ranch is what I would eat. And I just watched animes all day. Yeah, swords, I had to get rid of all mine. I was getting too weird. I was like totally embracing the whole like, it's about like martial arts is just a way of life kind of thing. I got to there. Can't watch it all. Yeah, you're right. It's cool. This is a pretty good, nice stream, guys. We're having a good little chat. But yeah, like I said, it's like as soon as you go international with things or get on the internet, it's like there's always somebody who's like, "Oh, I don't feel like I'm in like I haven't seen that much anime now compared to everybody else." Goblin slander. I think one of my favorites is Bleach. I had just gotten out of the hospital again. Go figure. I went to school to be a doctor or whatever, and it's like, but like I didn't become a doctor, but I just ended up in the hospital like a ton, kind of fun, like a twisted fate or something like that. Like it's like poetic irony. Like I went to school to be a doctor, and I ended up in a hospital for like a long time. But yup. But I had just gotten out of the hospital again, and they had me on like this weird medication, and I watched Bleach, and I was like, dude, that blew my mind. I think that's why I got super into swords. Uncle from another world. Y'all know what I really like too is Inuyasha. I love Inuyasha. I love Inuyasha and Bleach. I like the original Dragon Ball the most though, like the old one where Goku's a kid. I think I even like that more than like Dragon Ball Z, kind of. You seen weirder? Let me think of my weirdest one. My favorite is probably Bleach. I've seen One Piece, but I haven't seen all the episodes. There's too many. I had to stop. One summer, I would just like I would just vape like all day. This is my One Piece experience. I would just vape all day and I would watch One Piece like all day long.
Ice Mr. Beast and Frozen Mr. Beast.
Classroom of the Elite. Yeah, Dragon Ball. Not Dragon Ball Z, like the old Dragon Ball with Kid Goku. I used to watch that all the time. I loved it. I still love it. It has like a little more fantasy, kind of like magic to it, Kind of. I have a weird one that I watched one time. It's called Girls und Panzer. It's like German. It was like a German anime, and it was about these girls that like were in like a tank. They were in like a tank division, and they were like taking like a course on like how to operate tanks. And they had like different schools they fought in like tanks. It was so crazy. You watched all of One Piece and read it? Dang, dude. Dang, demon. Yeah, Girls und Panzer for me was kind of a weird one. Food Wars? Oh, I've seen Food Wars. Dude, Food Wars is weird though too, dude. It's like that one guy that is always trying to like make the... You guys know that guy in Food Wars that's always like trying to make the nastiest dish? Dude, you guys know what I'm talking about? That guy who... I remember watching it, and like that one guy was like... He's like, ew, it's like the world's greatest abomination that mankind has ever seen. Like... Henceforth, I shall be known as the one who stepped into the unknown to traverse what the failure of cuisine could be, as my mind tries to unravel the fact that it can understand such a negative sensation and experience. Yeah, that one guy. Yeah, and he does do orgasm stuff too, or whatever. Yeah. But that one, I always thought that guy was the funniest, that tried to make like the world's worst food or whatever. He was always pretty funny. But yeah, that show gets kind of I think it gets a little too overly sexual for my taste. But I think it's a little too overly sexual. But that's just me. I like more magic and fantasy and stuff like that. There was like a gambling one too that I was watching for a while. I don't know if you guys ever saw that one. It was like these kids all went to like gambling school. Yeah. And they would like gamble with like one kid. I remember he like gambled. He's like, I put up like my pinky finger or something like that. He's like, if you win, I'll chop off my pinky finger and give it to you. I don't know what it was called, but I used to watch that one too. And I also liked Hunter x Hunter. If you guys have seen Hunter x Hunter, I like that as well. I watched that during another weird time in my life. But yeah, that gambling anime or whatever it was. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter, yep. I watched all that. Like Killua and like all them. I thought his family was super interesting, Killua's family. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter, yeah. I never, you know what I mean? Like I just saw it on I've never had anyone tell me. It's just like I just came across it on Netflix, you know? I didn't know if you said like the X or not. Hunter x Hunter. Or Hunter times Hunter. That one's a W too. I like Naruto as well, you know what I mean? Call me like cliche or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, but I used to watch Naruto before I feel like it was a big thing, you know, on like Cartoon Network or whatever. Like when Naruto came out on Cartoon Network, I watched it. I used to watch the whole thing. All anime for free. Isn't there like Kiss Anime? I know people use that one a lot. Anim Watch. I just hate all the ads and weird stuff on like a anime website, but yeah, you know, call me plain, you know what I mean? Kiss Anime got banned, yeah. But yeah, call me plain, but I like Naruto. For me, it was Cartoon Network. It was a late night like Toonami. I used to watch TV. I had a TV in my room as a little kid. I don't know why my parents ever gave me that. But I had this TV in my room as a kid, and I used to watch Cartoon Network. And then like late night, it'd be like Adult Swim or Toonami or whatever would come on. And like then it would like show Dragon Ball or like Yu Yu Hakusho or Inuyasha. So mine's from late night TV. I would like stay up real late and watch it. Pokemon, dude, I used to be so obsessed with Pokemon. I have some pretty big card collections. Like that was my thing, dude. You know what I loved about Pokemon cards? Like this is how you know that I like really love them. I can tell you what a Pokemon card smells like. Pokemon has ended. Yeah, I don't watch it or play the games anymore, but I still have my cards. And it's like, that's like a fond memory I have of like, dude, I can tell you what the wrapper felt like, you know? All right, Demon. Bye, Demon. Have a good rest of your day, man. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for the chat. But, yeah, I used to watch the Pokemon anime. Pokemon is like, I almost consider it a cartoon though. Like, I know it's like probably technically an anime, but the way that it's just like how they, like their script almost, I almost consider the Pokemon like show a cartoon, kind of, but yeah, dude, the smell of the Pokemon cards, like when I was a little kid growing up, like it was just the smell of them. Like, I love the smell of, like, opening up a pack of cards, and it's like, dude, the instant that my eyes, like caught a holographic card, it was, like, straight addiction. That was, like, dopamine going straight to my body, like, whoa. Look at this, like, Look at this card, how like amazing it looks. Especially the holographic ones. Like, look how cool this guy is. Yeah, it was, dude. That was like a drug. That was definitely like a drug, like opening that up and like seeing the holographics and like sitting there and just reflecting it in the light, you know what I mean? Like, holy cow. All right, yeah, CDM. I might go too, guys. I've been here for 40 minutes. I've been out of my house now for like 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, go to work. But this has been a good chat. I might go too. I gotta go clean up and stuff. You subbed? Yeah, thanks, Swift. Yeah, I have my schedule on my about page. If you like go to my YouTube channel page, I posted my schedule there, so I try to keep up with that. I usually say in my community tab if there's a change to my schedule, you know, but I have my schedule there. So anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna go. GG, if you're still here, goodbye. All right, yeah, we'll see you guys. See you, Demon. See you, Swift. Anyone else I'm missing that was here? I don't think so. Oh, Infinity. I remember somebody named Infinity showing up for a minute. Yeah, Infinity Fix. All right. I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye.